All right. Hi, everyone. Pastor Billy here, and we come today to the final segment in our video devotional series, Help for the Anxious Soul. We've been looking at just some practical tools that we can use to address the anxiety that we're experiencing in the midst of our current situation. So far, we've looked at meditate, we've looked at surrender, we've looked at rest, and today we come to remember. Remember. Remember is actually a command that we find in the Bible, and it's there quite a bit. We're told, for instance, to remember the Lord our God. We're told not to forget what God has done. And as we focus on remember as a tool to combat anxiety, all of those things are helpful. Remembering God, remembering what He has done. But I want to call your attention to remember who you are. Remember who you are. This is important. Because life, I believe, is lived out of our sense of identity, our sense of who we are. Our self-understanding is absolutely foundational to how we think and to how we act. Parents, for instance, and I'm speaking as much to myself as to anyone, we need to remember to remind our children of who they are. That in the midst of all the correction and everything else that we're doing as parents, we remind our children of who they are, because we believe life is lived out of our identity, out of who we are becoming. And Jesus' very famous teaching on anxiety, part of the Sermon on the Mount, this is exactly what he does. He spends time reminding us of who we are. So look with me here. This is Matthew chapter 6, and let's just look at verses 25 and 26. Jesus says, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body, what you will put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing?" He's just beginning to scratch the surface here of identity. Our identity is not formed around those things. Look at the birds of the air, Jesus says. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? What did Jesus do there? He reminded us of our identity. He says, your heavenly Father knows what needs you have. He reminds us that of who God is, that God is our Father, and consequently that makes us His children, His sons and His daughters. What a powerful tool we have then as we feel that anxiety that seeps up in our souls, to be reminded that there is a God who is seated on the throne of heaven, that He is our Father, and that we are His sons, we are His daughters, and that He will care for us. So there you go. Final segment. Remember who you are. Our lives are lived out of our sense of who we are, and so we need to put that truth before ourselves to remember that we belong to Him and that we are His children. Okay, well that's it for our devotional series. This has been fun. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll be exploring maybe some other formats to continue this ministry in the future. Goodbye for now.